All right, today we're going to be inspired by artist Jen Stark. We're going to make a Google drawing that is inspired by some of her art that looks like this. So each of these is their own layer. You can see it spirals down into this whole shape. It is very cool, very colorful, and uses concentric shapes. And concentric just means one inside of another. They fit. So let's go ahead and start Google Drawings. If you don't remember how to get to Google Drawings, you're going to click New on your Google Drive, More, and Google Drawings. So there's a couple of ways you could go about this. To start, always you're going to want to make sure you title your drawing. So Miss Griffin drawing. That way you can find it later. Then you're going to either make a shape using the line tools, or you could just add a shape with the shapes tool. So to add a shape with the shapes tool, you're going to see there's lots of options. I would stick to a simpler shape. So triangles, circles. I wouldn't use the lightning bolt or the sun shapes because they're really hard to fit them inside of each other. Another great one is if you go to the callouts. The callouts are going to have some really awesome shapes. There's some uneven ones and some that are even. And you're going to drag that shape and make it as big as you can. So I can actually drag the shape. The edges meet the corner. You can see the red line happens. And then when you have the shape selected, you can actually change its color. So I can change its fill to be a color. And then I'm going to get rid of the line. I'm going to set it at transparent. I don't really need it. Now we need to make concentric shapes, which means we need one shape inside of another. There's a couple of ways you could do this. You could use the right click to copy your shape as long as it's selected and has that blue outline. And then you can right click again to paste it. And you can see that it moves it to the side a little bit. You can change the color of your shape. And then you're going to grab the corners and shrink it down. And I like to hold the shift key while I'm shrinking it down because it keeps the proportions the same. We want them to be the same. And then you can use the arrow key to line it back up. And you can continue this process of copying and pasting. You can use Command C, Command V if you know how to use that, or you could just use the menu by right clicking and you can line them up and change the colors as many times as you want. Now for Jen Stark's style piece, you'll notice that she has very thin borders between each of her pieces, and that's part of what makes her work so eye-catching is she has so many layers. You can tell she worked really hard in getting all of those colors, and she's thinking about the arrangement of colors. And the more layers you have, and the more thin those layers or changes are, the better your piece is going to turn out. Now, if you want to add a background color, if you want to leave it blank, it's up to you. So the checks mean it's blank in the back. It'll be like a sticker. So when you upload it to your slide, all you'll see is this shape. You won't see anything in the background. Or if you want to change the background, just right click somewhere in the background, go to background in the menu and pick a color. So I might pick, let's say for now, something really vibrant, maybe green. Perfect. So that would be how you would make that with the shapes tool. When I'm ready to save, I'm going to click File, Download, JPEG, and there we are. It uploads to the bottom of your screen. You're going to be able to save it or copy to clipboard to add it to your Google Slides.